In this module, we will take a look at tips and recommendations for managing stress in a college environment. To start, what is stress and why do we do it? At the most basic level, stress is our body's response to pressures from a situation or life event. What contributes to stress can vary hugely from person to person and differs according to our social and economic circumstances, the environment we live in, and our genetic makeup. Stress can be a motivator, and it can be essential to survival. The body's fight or flight mechanism tells a person when and how to respond to danger. However, when the body becomes triggered too easily or there are too many stressors at one time, it can undermine a person's mental and physical health and become harmful. The common types of stress most college students face are social stress, which can look like roommate conflicts and peer pressure, academic stress, the stress to achieve certain grades or academic deadlines, family stress. Family stress can look like family pressure to be a specific major or even homesickness. And finally, financial stress. Higher education can be very expensive and can be a burden for individuals, which can contribute to their overall stress. We also recognize your class is experiencing an additional layer of stress due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which has greatly affected your past year. Living during the time of a global pandemic is not easy, and we understand the unique challenges this presents as you enter your first year at Harvey Mudd College. This is why we want to emphasize the importance of stress management and hopefully give you tools necessary to manage your stress. Let's now talk about the consequences of stress on your body. In this slide, we look at our body's reaction to stress. In terms of physical reactions, symptoms such as sweating, pain in the back and chest, cramps or muscle spasms, fainting, headaches, nervous twitches, and acne are all common physical reactions to stress. Our emotional reactions to stress look like anger, burnout, concentration issues, fatigue, forgetfulness, insecurity, irritability, restlessness, and sadness, which are all common presentations of stress. Finally, some common behaviors you might notice when you are stressed are angry outbursts, food cravings, fluctuations in eating patterns, drug and alcohol misuse, social withdrawal, frequent crying, and relationship problems. It is important that you critically look at this list to identify if there are any behaviors or reactions that are common for you when you get stressed. Knowing what are your common reactions and behaviors is the first step to managing stress. If you experience chronic stress, there can be additional complications that are associated with that. These complications include anxiety, depression, heart disease, high blood pressure, lower immunity against diseases, muscle aches, sleeping difficulties, and stomach ulcers and intestine issues. So this sounds like a lot, which we completely understand. So what can you do to manage your stress? Like I mentioned before, an important first step in tackling stress is to realize when it's a problem for you and make a connection between the physical and emotional signs you are experiencing and the pressures and stress you are faced with. It is important not to ignore the physical warning signs such as tense muscles, feeling overtired, and experiencing headaches or migraines. Once you have recognized you are experiencing stress, try to identify the underlying causes. Here are some important methods of stress management. Build supportive relationships. Having a friend, family member, or faculty member who can offer you support during a difficult time is indispensable and can really change the way stress affects your body. Practice mindfulness. Step away from your assignment for a few minutes. Breathe, or utilize a mindfulness or meditation app. This can recenter your mind, increase concentration, and allow your stress levels to decrease in the moment. Nourish your body. Make sure you are making time to eat, even during busy study time, and drink enough water throughout the day. Keeping your body nourished will make your mind less prone to stress-related reactions like headaches, fainting, and irritability. Make sure you sleep. This one is a problem for many college students. Oftentimes, academics may impede a person's night's sleep, but it is definitely important to try and get as much sleep as possible so your body has a chance to rest and reset. Engage in physical activity. Especially since many people are spending more time inside and online, it's important to try and engage in physical activity to keep your body moving. Sitting in one position all day can have consequences not only on your body, but also your mood and your mind. Take advantage of the technology at your disposal. You have a wealth of stress management tools at your fingertips, so whenever possible, use them. Online, you can find selections of free mindfulness resources, physical activity classes, meditations to sleep, etc., that can help you manage the stress in your life and teach you methods of stress management you might not even have heard of. Finally, remember, don't be too hard on yourself. Stress is natural and can be difficult to overcome. It's about finding the right balance and the right method for you. Speaking of finding the right method for you, it can be helpful to ask yourself questions like, what hobbies do I enjoy doing? Do I have a support system in place to help me through the difficult periods in my life? Am I the type of person that likes to be outside or inside when I'm stressed? Do I like to be with others or be by myself? Those last ones are like those BuzzFeed type questions. Remember, everyone has a different way of coping, and what may be the right solution for you may not be the right solution for someone else. College is a time of growth and transition. What worked for you in high school might not work for you here at Harvey Mudd, and that's completely okay. Take the opportunity to try new techniques and strategies and find what works for you. If you feel overwhelmed and need help, don't hesitate to reach out to your mentors, proctors, and deans. Thank you for joining us. That completes this module.
That's it for our sessions. We hope they were really helpful.
If you have any questions, or even if you just want to talk wellness, feel free to email us anytime.
And Gary says, follow us on Instagram and YouTube.